Tonight's Backyard Wrestling main event is a ladder match for both Backyard Wrestling 1 and 2. The winner of the match not only gets the games, they get to review them.
I don't see anyone else. Guess I'm about to win this.
That's what you think, baby! Oh, yeah! Ugh. Woo! I got this!
Oh, it's a party.
I'm gonna win it! Oh, God! You hit me in the ass! Oh!
I'm gonna win.
Surprise!
Fuck that.
Look at this. Well, looks like I gotta win this now. Oh, baby! Yes! Looks like it's time to review some backyard wrestling.
There goes the neighborhood!
Welcome to Dome's PS2 Reviews. I'm Justin Dome. I'm here with my guest, Kevin Gill. How you doing?
Good, how are you, Justin Dome?
Doing great, man. You guys might not know him, you might know him, but he's a very special guest, and he has something to do with the backyard wrestling video games. Now, what is that something?
Well, the something is, I had an idea a bunch of years ago one day, and my idea was there should be a backyard wrestling video game. And because I worked at a video game company, I made some phone calls, I talked to a few people, I presented a few ideas, and your boy KG was given the green light to create the backyard wrestling video game series, from writing the cinematics, licensing the wrestlers, licensing the footage, and putting together the whole soundtrack. So soup to nuts, your boy was there making it happen and putting a spotlight on everyone from Sanjay Dutt to motherfucking Sandig.
Let's send it on over to Michael Porter to see what he has to say with facts about the game.
Hey Justin, so today you're playing Backyard Wrestling. Grew up playing both 1 and 2 a lot as a kid. In fact, still have my original copy autographed by Matt Cross. I should probably get Josh Prohibition, the other cover star's autograph on it sooner or later. But anyways, the game was developed by Paradox Entertainment, who in the past have done some very interesting fighting games, like the Wu-Tang Shaolin style, the X-Men Mutant Academy games, and the unreleased Thrill Kill game. And then eventually they went and got purchased by Midway and rebranded as Midway Los Angeles. And Midway Los Angeles, who were the old Paradox, actually developed the TNA game. So some of the people that worked on this also worked on the TNA game. So that's pretty interesting.
Who was the very first wrestler you thought of when you thought of this game?
Well, I mean, I can answer that in multiple ways. The first wrestlers I thought of when I started, got the game rolling, was M-Dog 20 and Josh Prohibition, just because they are backyard wrestling to me. They were, and I put them on the cover of the game. Like they were, it was definitely like a mix. It's that ECW kind of spirit with the underground kind of love, and also keeping it authentic and organic to backyard. So those were kind of the factors. But M-Dog and Josh were literally the first two people signed. And funny story, so I contacted, before I did anything with them, I contacted Matt Cross, and I wanted to see more of his footage than the stuff I had seen. So like he sold me I bought like VHS tapes from him or whatever. And I remember him telling me later, he just thought like, oh, I just figured you were some weirdo, you know what I mean? And then it's like, sure, I am a weirdo, but I'm a video game making weirdo at that time. So that was how Backyard Wrestling 2 came to be. And there's a lot of just great stories and memories and all that shit. And it was the years that came out, 2003 and 2004. It was the only new intellectual property that was able to crack the video game top 10 sales charts for the Christmas season, because everything else would be Tony Hawk 6 and Madden 27 and this 9. This is basically 1. It's so new it didn't even have a 1. It was just Backyard Wrestling. There goes the neighborhood.
We're going to take it over to Luke Hadley now, a backyard wrestler.
Backyard Wrestling 2, There Goes the Neighborhood, was released in 2004. People to this day still come up to me, ask me about it. It was one of the best experiences in my life. I got to work with a lot of my heroes at the time, like Sick Nick Mondo, Messiah, New Jack, Madman Pondo, Insane Clown Posse. It was really an amazing experience. Kevin Gill and Idos treated me real good. They gave me an all expenses paid trip to California, put me in the video game, and I couldn't be more grateful. There were so many awesome playable levels. You could fight in a diner, backyard, trailer park. It was really a diverse amount of settings in there for playability, far beyond any normal wrestling video game. So anyway, thanks for asking me, to be involved with this, Justin. I don't really have a lot to say other than I love the game. I'm so proud of it, and thank you, man.
Let's take it over to hardcore wrestling legend, Sick Nick Mondo.
Hey, what's up? I'm Nick Mondo. I am a playable character in Backyard Wrestling 2, There Goes the Neighborhood. This was my first opportunity to be in a video game. I'm actually going to be in the upcoming game, The Wrestling Code, which comes out in 2021 for all major platforms. But my friend Kevin Gill arranged the chance for me to be in Backyard Wrestling 2. He worked for IDOS at the time, and he is a personality in the game named Kelvin Finn. So shout out to Doan's PS2 reviews, and enjoy the game.
Before I let you go, has there been any talks about a new Backyard Wrestling game coming, or would you do one?
Yeah, I mean, I would do one in a minute. There's always talks, like people seem to want it, but it's also just funding and stuff like that. It costs a lot of money to develop a video game, you know what I mean? And we're seeing now with certain types of formats and platforms and engines now being public domain, I think we're moving closer and closer to a time. And as you know too, there's a couple of high-profile independent wrestling companies that are working on, or high-profile video game companies that are working on independent wrestling games as we speak. And once that platform is in place, if those guys can be successful with that game, we can turn what they have into a Backyard Wrestling game, which is just supplementary. It's just like it's like an EP that comes out in between albums. You know what I mean? Right. It's a downloadable pack. Right. It's whatever you want it to be. But I think the possibilities are limitless, because wrestling is limitless, and the variance and all the shit that comes with wrestling are limitless. And real, organic rawness, that feeling you feel when you see a show like Game Changer Wrestling, when you see the shit in person, that's kind of what I wanted to convey with Backyard Wrestling. It's not supposed to be safe or fun, it's supposed to be like, fuck you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I'm all about it. Well, Kevin, I appreciate your time with us. Thank you so much. Maybe there will be another Backyard Wrestling game. Who knows? I hope there is. But from Doan's PS2 Reviews, I'm Justin Doan with Kevin Gill. Have a good one.
So where does it leave these two games? Do they belong in the bad pile with piece of shit VeggieTales? The average pile with Jeopardy and Alex Trebek, I love that guy? Or the awesome pile with Tony Hawk? Well, after thinking about it, Backyard Wrestling has a lot of meaning to me. We got these DVDs that came with it. You got Madman Pondo interviews. You got a lot of action and videos and boobies and just a lot of cool stuff that people enjoy. And I even have this Japanese version that's autographed by both Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope from Insane Clown Posse. So, just pretty cool. It means a lot to me. It's got a lot of good gameplay. It's just a cool game with a great roster. I think they belong in the awesome pile. I think this leaves us with the opportunity to have a nice throwback. We're going to show a video to you with Justin Doan and Madman Pondo himself. Enjoy.
You're watching another video from this loser, Justin Dome, who just got his dome knocked out. I don't care who you are, where you are, what you're doing. I'm Madman Mondo, and you can't stop me.